This is John for the Everyday Fan Sports. Today, I have the pleasure of being on the beat with Loyola basketball player Sitori Tanin. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me on. I'm excited.
Thanks for being on. I've wanted to do this for a while. We finally got the chance to do it. So let's just jump
Mhm.
right in. I know you're from Wisconsin. How did you
Mhm.
end up at Loyola?
Well, I was getting recruited by a different coach at another school, and they had actually moved to Loyola. And I just was talking with that coach and then went on a visit and really enjoyed the visit. Ended up down in Chicago. It was perfect distance from home. I thought didn't want to be too far and ended up just being a perfect fit for me.
Had you ever been into Chicago prior to that?
I had, but only for like a couple basketball tournaments, like the Nike Chicago tournament, and just like visiting for spring breaks and stuff. So not a lot, but yeah, the visit was when I first like experienced Chicago for a longer time on Loyola's campus.
So you've had an interesting career. Obviously, you just finished your third season.
Hmm.
Unfortunately for you, you had COVID, not you personally, but you dealt with
Right.
COVID in the season. The team changed conferences. You have a new coach. How big of a challenge was, staying focused through all that stuff?
Yeah. It was tough, but having basketball is like, something to go to every day and seeing my teammates, especially during that time, it actually helped me a lot and having something to focus on with the academic side of being at school, 'cause, not a lot of teams were still able to play during that. So we were really, um, it was actually great for us that we got to play games and still practice and everything, but it was tough to stay focused and everything because there's so much going on, and it was also just very hard on my freshman year coming in. You want that experience of college and being able to make new friends and everything, and I really got close with my teammates, but is definitely looked different on campus. Not as many people, and just not having my family at games was also tough, especially being a freshman. And um but we got through it, and yeah, it was an interesting couple years for
Well,
everyone.
like even last year, it was a tough season. There's no denying the record. You guys had a tough season.
Yeah.
But the one thing I thought was really fantastic, and I was at a lot of the games, sitting right courtside there. Um,
Mhm.
I thought it was fantastic that even the games that you guys got blown out, there were a couple of those. You guys never gave up. You were
Mhm.
always fighting until the very end, and you staged some great comebacks.
Yeah.
Um, like, where do you find the strength? Where do you find the focus to no matter how far you're down, no matter how many you lost in a row, you guys are still fighting till the end.
Mhm. Yeah, I think a lot of that comes from wanting it for each other and seeing like the fight from other your teammates and how hard they're working, in the last 2 minutes of a game, no matter how much we're down. That will give you the motivation and the fuel to just keep working, and the game's not over until the clock says zero. So, and we also get a lot of motivation from Coach Guth. Like, she's great. She's always going to be coaching us up, and we want to play hard for her. So knowing that you have people who you're playing hard for, especially, yourself, like you have a lot of us have that motivation within ourselves, and seeing that from your teammates and wanting to work hard for each other, I think is one of the biggest things that keeps us going no matter, how much we're down or what the clock says.
Well, I'll tell you, it was always fun to watch the team because I always felt like you were going to make it a game, and usually you ended
Mhm.
up, coming pretty close, even despite some losses. So
Yeah.
it was always fun to watch you guys. As a junior, I'm sure third season, I'm sure you've started to take more of a leadership role, but now you're heading into your fourth season. Is there anything you're going to do different in the off season? Is there any mindset change that you make as you're becoming more of a team leader?
Hmm. No, I wouldn't say much has changed for me. I just want to, take on that leadership role more, and I guess use my voice more throughout everything during games, practices, and because I'm a player that I often like to like lead by example, or just showing, through games, or like the fight that I'll have through a game or at practice. And I think using my voice more in addition will help me become an even better leader, I guess, for my fourth year, because that's really going to be important. Just having great leadership this next year, no matter who it is, because everyone has a position and a role in that on the team. But and then just like playing wise, I I have a goal. I want to average a double-double. Like I think that'll really help, no matter what. So that's what I'm working on. Just got done with a workout and it's been going well, but I think yeah, focusing on my rebounding and extending my game to the 3-point line and just work. I've been working a lot on the perimeter.
Well, last season you averaged 9.9 points, which was like so close to 10. So
Mhm.
you're obviously you're right on there. Um, how hard is it like in the off season now, do you work on anything different or do you kind of just keep the same routine going?
Um, I would say my like base routine of things that I do work on stays the same, but I've been adding stuff to what I practice. So just continuing to get up threes and there's like, different moves that I've entered into my repertoire, but yeah, focusing on different post moves that I can use and like using my quickness to my advantage. I've, been trying to add different spin moves and um, just other things that can help when teams are scouting you, especially having a new season already coming up and having an experience within the A10. The teams are going to know us now and know what we want to go to. So I think that's another important part of the off season.
And do you have any plans? Well, obviously you have some plans. What are your plans after graduation?
Yeah, right now my major is advertising and PR, and I'm looking into something. I want to stay in the sports world possibly with that. Looking into an ad agency, but also if I could continue playing basketball, I think that'd be a great opportunity as well. So we'll see. I'm just trying to keep all doors open right now.
So I have to ask you, I followed your YouTube channel and I absolutely love your YouTube channel. I think
Thank
it's
you.
I think it's great because you combine like some silliness with some serious stuff. You combine fun. It's a little bit of sports, it's a little bit of your personal life, it's a little bit of
Mhm.
tips. Is that something that you're doing for fun or do you hope to make something out of it eventually?
It started off as just for fun, and right now it still kind of is for fun, but I think it would be awesome if I could continue to do that and like grow my own fan base type thing and just, because YouTube, there are great opportunities out there to make money from it as well as, grow an audience, but I'm not fully focusing on that right now, just kind of still making the videos for fun, and I want to, show people what college um athletics is like and being a student athlete because when I did like to watch YouTube and I like was going out there to see what is my freshman or sophomore year going to look like or just like a little bit of insight on what it might be like, and so I wanted to make more videos. So if there's another senior in high school that's about to go play college basketball, they have something to watch or just get a little bit more comfortable with. So
And even us older guys, we like we like the content you're providing.
thank you,
I
thank
think
you.
it's
Yeah.
I think it's really entertaining, and I really hope you continue with it because
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
But I have to ask you a couple questions about some of the videos. I saw, and this might be a silly question, so forgive me, but I saw one of the videos. You had like really long nails. Are you how do you shoot with nails? Or does it affect your shooting?
It can. Yeah, sometimes, I mean, it kind of depends, but I do like to get my nails done sometimes, but so I like if I'm in the middle of basketball season, I won't have them long because it can affect my shot. But, in the off season when I'm still like working out and doing workouts or just getting shots up, but I don't see it affecting it unless it's like they're super long or I get them like I don't know, different length, but yeah.
And will there be more attempts to break the all-time free throw record?
Yes. I mean, I'm hoping to make another video of that, but it might be a little tough. That one took me a while,
Yeah,
and
I
I
bet.
didn't
Yeah,
get very close.
absolutely. And I
Yeah.
love just one more. I love the two when you compared shooting with a man's basketball and the woman's basketball. Like
Mhm.
that's the type of stuff like that was really I thought was really interesting content. So
Thank
anyway,
you.
I appreciate all you do on that.
Yeah.
Going back to actual basketball, do you have any like were there any role models you watched when you were growing up, either male or female, on the court?
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, well, currently and just I've always been a big fan of Giannis and, the Bucks as a whole, and I just love his style of play and his humility um as he plays and female Candace Parker, like I just love her style of play, and I think that um, watching them play has helped me and just kind of finding ways that I can improve my game and yeah, just having great role models like them is really awesome.
Well, you picked a Milwaukeean and you picked a Chicagoan, so we're
Exactly.
both kind of
Mhm.
represented there.
Yeah.
When players leave, like I'm not sure because of the COVID, I'm not sure if the seniors are leaving or if they're playing another year. But when the players leave, like you've played with them for 3 years, how
Hmm.
hard is that for you? You know, then like the next, going into next season, you're not going to be with them next season.
Right. Yeah.
How hard is that, either mentally or just in the
Mhm.
actual game itself?
Right. Yeah. It's hard, you're playing with them, you're seeing them every single day. Like off the court, it's hard mentally because everyone on the team is your support system as well. And just the chemistry and like team dynamics, they change every single year. And that's like another part to what you see on the court, is just building up that chemistry of, how that's going to change when you have seniors that are leaders or just seniors that you play well with, no matter what, or if it's just players that transfer, that's going to change the way that your team plays together, and it can be positive or negative. But usually it's if you build up that chemistry in the preseason and the summer, it works out well, even though it is hard, especially because they're your best friends as well.
Well, then you got a whole new crop of younger players coming in.
Exactly. Yeah.
You have to indoctrinate them, I guess, a little bit.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
when you're not playing basketball, when you're not practicing, when you're not focused on the game, what do you like to do just to get away from everything?
Hmm. I mean, I like to make YouTube videos. I
And you
do
do that
enjoy that.
well.
Thank you. Yeah, so I like videography, any sort of that, as well as just hanging out with my family. Um, I just love being home, seeing my parents, hanging out with my siblings, and I like to paint as well. I haven't done it very recently, but I'm a big fan of Bob Ross, if you know who that
Oh,
is.
absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah,
So I might make a YouTube video of that, we'll see.
that'd be
But
cool. Absolutely.
yeah.
But
Um,
before I let you go, do you want to tell everybody where they could find your YouTube channel, your social media, whatever you want to throw out there?
yeah, my Instagram is at Sitori Tanin, all lowercase, no spaces. And my YouTube is the same as well, just Sitori Tanin, and same as my Twitter. And then my TikTok is Sitori Tan, Tan. That's SitoriTanin.
Satori, thank you very much for your time. I really
Thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much
I
for
really
having me.
had a lot of fun following the team. It's been a lot of fun. You guys are really a great bunch of young athletes. And like it or not, I will be back there next year following you guys. So you'll see me at the
Awesome.
table.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Satori. You have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
Bye bye.